In this world, if you can't swim, you bound to drown. Yeah. And if you fall, you better pick your punk ass up. That's right.
Mr. Manfredi.
We want to leave this paradise. There's a bounty on this Wall Trip's head. Anybody see him anywhere, anytime, they take him out.
And there's something else. Chicky's here.
We're fucking done.
No, I should drop all of yours. Right here, right fucking now.
We're going to war. We're going to put this fire out once and...
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Knobs YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV show review. This time we got Tulsa King, and it's the season finale. Once again, apologies for coming in here late with these reviews. I had a sick child this week. She had the flu. Not only that, I had to do some rearranging with my equipment, but we all going to be back on time this week, and we got a couple things coming for y'all this weekend as far as some reviews, even some reactions. Of course, we got the regular Uncut Ish Talk this Friday live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all come check us out. But let's go ahead and jump into this, man. I've been waiting on this. This is one of my favorite shows, going in from not only last year, but coming into this year. Definitely been looking forward to this, man. But season finale, Tulsa King. By the way, before I even go into this review, Mayors of Kingstown is coming back. I didn't even know it's coming back this Sunday, so be on the lookout for those reviews, more than likely Monday. I'm trying to think if I'm going to do them live. I'm going to let y'all know, though. But let's go ahead and jump into this, man. The season finale of Tulsa King. We go back in time. We pretty much get the night of the White's arrest. We got Chicky. I've been calling him Chucky, but y'all let me know, do y'all care if it's Chicky, Chucky, is it the same thing? We got Chicky, and we got the other dude that jaw here broke. I could be forgetting his name, but not only that, we got Ahmad here too. And this is the same night Ahmad that ended up leaving, as far as you know, the guy that shot at the White, who is a part of his crew now. But we got the situation going on with Chucky now pretty much torturing this guy, whatever, and Ahmad ends up calling the White. The White ends up showing up, and he's trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but Chucky and them is pretty much trying to dead the situation. But before they can do that, my man who they are torturing is pretty much handcuffed to this rail or whatever. They can't get the handcuffs off or whatever, and the shit that they was torturing him with ends up burning or getting caught on fire, as far as the building they in, which is an old ass building anyway. Being that they can't set him free, and being that the White does not want this guy to burn alive, the White ends up shooting him so he won't burn alive, pretty much trying to give him a fast death or whatever, because he can't get the handcuffs off of him. This pretty much ends up being the White's arrest, because he doesn't leave immediately, while everybody else pretty much gets out of the building or whatever. And this is pretty much our introduction as far as seeing how the White ended up going to jail or whatever for the 25 years. Fast forward, we get the White being questioned, because you know in the previous episode, Stacy did get shot. Of course, I knew she was going to be alive. I figured that she wasn't going to die anything. But it is a lot going on as far as things coming out, as far as between Stacy and the White. Her partner found out certain things, and now a lot of things are starting to come together as far as Stacy and her involvement with the White. And that was going to be interesting to see how they're going to try to play that off of her after she heals or whatever. Not only that, though, we got my boy the White showing up to check on Stacy, but she is letting them know, like, yo, my job is in jeopardy. Like, they know. They pretty much know everything, and now, man, I got to see what's going on as far as my career. Of course, your boy the White's pretty much apologized, letting her know, like, yo, I'm going to pay you for the, I'm going to try to make this up to you, whatever. I don't know, because, like, nigga, this is her job. She's an ATF agent. Give or take, she's a grown woman. She was able to make her own decision, so it's like, you know what you was doing. Come on, man. Anyway, your boy is trying to make it up for it and trying to see what he can do or whatever. With that being said, of course, he's still on a mission to take out Wall Trip, and he's pretty much putting out bounties as far as the White. He wants Wall Trip's head took off, and Stacy's trying to let him know, like, man, your boy out here got that money. He got that bread, and he more than likely done hit the border. But the White don't believe that. He feel like Wall Trip is going to stick around, because he know they are trying to go at each other's head too, and he know outside of Stacy, he really wants the White as far as Wall Trip. And this one we get my boy Wall Trip. Of course, he wants to go after the White. He still wants the White. And everybody's pretty much trying to figure out, like, well, not everybody, one particular person that's within his crew as far as Wall Trip, like, nigga, we do got the FBI, ATF, I mean, we pretty much on the red light, right? Like, and you want us to start to try to keep going after this guy, and you got all these law enforcement agencies after us? Of course, Wall Trip, he on demon time, he ain't trying to hear that shit, and he ends up shooting this guy in the head, and now it's war pal. He wants the White. In the midst of this, we have the White and Ahmad having a conversation. Of course, last episode you seen Amar's wife giving him an ultimatum, letting him know, like, man, you can even be a part of the white or be a part of our family. And she pretty much saying her and the child and the kids are going to be gone if he ends up staying. The thing with Hamad is that he's pretty much tired of running, and that's his whole thing. Even when Dwight shows up, he letting him know, like, man, you might want to lay low because it's a lot about to go down, not only with Wall Trip, but Ahmad lets Dwight know that Chuck and them are in town. They pretty much came way ahead of where I think Dwight think they was going to come, because you know that last episode, they did have a conversation on the phone where Chucky was like, we're going to come out there to Oklahoma or whatever. But I don't think he gave him a specific date or whatever when they was going to come out there. So that was going to be the interesting thing too. So now you pretty much got Hamad letting the white know, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not running. I'm standing 10 toes down. I'm ready to do this. They even go into a little backstory as far as Hamad before either the day or day two when he ran, the fact that he was going to go confront Chucky or whatever, but he just ended up running. He didn't stop till he got to Oklahoma. So now he's letting the white know that he's in for the full ride. With that being said, the White, Tyson, and Ahmad end up going to surprise Chucky and them. Man, this conversation right here was the one. Because you got your boy the White letting them know, like, man, look, y'all gonna have to bounce. This is my city. You pretty much sent me out here to die anyway, trying to pretty much exile me from New York or whatever. So now I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm doing pretty good. So y'all gotta go. The thing I really love about Tulsa King, but not only just Tulsa King as far as what they doing with diversity, because there's so many different, I mentioned the characters on here, black characters, you got mixed racial characters, of course white characters or whatever. It's a bunch of different diversity of characters on here, and that's the thing about the White's crew, is there's so much diversity within his crew, and that's what I love about this scene in particular, because you got Chuck and them standing out there thinking they big and bad mobster guys or whatever, and you got your boy out here in Tulsa, like little old Tulsa town, and he done pretty much got this whole big barrage of people to follow him, and now he got a lot of backup with him. Once again, he got the Indians. Not only he got the Indians, he got the redneck dudes, as far as the ones that be with Mitch. I'm not saying they rednecks, but you know what I'm saying, man. These guys, and he got all these mixture of people with him working together for the White. And he pretty much lets your guy know, and my bad I keep going to this one, but he lets Chucky know, man, you gotta go, and you gotta bounce. And if you don't bounce, it's gonna be an issue which you ain't ready for. Not only that, boy, the White pretty much lets him know that my crew is gonna drive you to the airport so you can go. I ain't gonna front. I was like, Chuck ain't about to go out like that. It's gonna be something with him, but maybe we're gonna get more of that going into the second season or whatever. Outside of that, you got your boy the White pretty much having a full-on meeting with his crew, letting them know or getting them prepared for pretty much this war with Wall Trip's crew or whatever. And he pretty much getting everybody pumped up, man. The thing about the White is these conversations, once again, putting everybody on as far as what he did with the girl last episode, as far as like being honest. That's the thing about it. Everybody might not make it out of this, and I think that's one of the pivotal conversation moments as far as the way he talking to them. One thing I forgot to mention as far as Chucky's crew is Goody ends up joining the White's crew. Because you got the White pretty much saying, do you want to keep working for this goofy nigga with this fake ass toupee, and he done took it off his head, now he got here looking like Kingpin from Spider-Man? And that's pretty much how the White pretty much approached the situation with Chucky. And now you got Goody pretty much joining the White's crew. At first, I ain't gonna front, I thought this was gonna be like some little setup or something. I'm thinking maybe they had this planned, or maybe they figured that he was gonna act six or whatever, but it does seem like Goody is actually wanting to go along with this or whatever. Even seeing the way Goody was when he was out there, it seemed like he probably didn't really want to leave or whatever. With that going on, the White and Tyson pretty much go to Bodie, and now they're trying to pretty much see if he can hack into Wall Trip's accounts or whatever. And you know Bodie and the whole thing he got going on with the cryptocurrency or whatever, and what he's been doing online anyway with the illegal activity, seemed like something he was capable of. Outside of that, we get a little conversation with Mitch and his pops, man, and this kind of reminded me of the whole thing with Tyson and his pops. The thing with Mitch pops, though, he's like, man, shit, it is what it is. Can you trust him? As far as the White, he asking Mitch, is he loyal? As far as the White, will he hold it down? I mean, all right, then, you already made your own decisions as a man, so long as you can trust this guy, man, I'm good. He cool with me. And that's kind of how Mitch's pops are pretty much approaching the situation. He ain't trying to give, like, no big speech to Mitch. He ain't trying to, like, tell him that he don't need to be around the White. You don't need to go down this path or whatever. He just letting him know, like, man, if this guy's loyal, if he's going to hold it down, I mean, do what you're going to do. Outside of that, you got your boy Bodie pretty much hacking into Wall Trip's accounts, and not just taking some, but emptying them out completely. Not only do the cops know that this, But Wall Trips comes across this too, and now he's in a frenzy. He's panicking. He going crazy because Bodie has emptied out his entire account. Like everything is gone, everything, and this was like 8s and 9s of millions of dollars, and he doesn't have anything now. So even if he wanted to run, that shit is over. He is stuck. One thing Dwight ends up doing is taking $1 million of that and giving it to Stacy. And I'm like, shit. At first I thought he gave her the whole thing. I was like, man, no, he didn't give her that whole thing, but he actually ends up giving her $1 million. Boy, does that come back to bite him in the ass as far as Dwight. And he feel like he did a good thing, man. He feeling himself a little bit. He had this conversation also with Tyson, and it's kind of like that third or fourth conversation I had with Tyson, man. And I really, once again, enjoy the relationship between Tyson and Dwight. It's almost like his son somewhat, too, as far as Tyson, as far as Dwight and Tyson. It's like a father and son somewhat relationship or whatever, because he once again lets Tyson know, like, man, I don't want nothing to happen to you. I think you should think about this. I don't think you're prepared for this. And I'm going to be honest, Tyson, he not. He really is not, man. Because, you know, the whole situation happened when they were selling that shit at the friend. He got beat up. And when they get into this little shootout in this scene or whatever, he's... Once again, though, nothing better not happen to Tyson. And that's how I was feeling. But once again, I enjoy that relationship, and I just enjoy the conversations because Dwight ain't no asshole, man. And I even, once again, think he's thinking about the conversation that he had with old girl at the shooting range, and he got to think about these people. And if they got here doing what they doing for him, he's trying to pretty much make sure they are prepared for what's about to go down because he already know what it is. He's there 25 years behind this. So now he wants to see, are they prepared for this? And I don't think he wants to see them down that path, especially Tyson, but he going to let him make his own decisions. With that being said, we get all out war. Wall Trip has had enough. He done pretty much got on the most wanted list by Dwight. He done got his man took out by Dwight and Mitch, and now he done got his bank account empty. He just ready to go. Once again, Dwight and them was already prepared for this, and we pretty much get an all-out war shootout. Your boy Tyson, he wasn't ready. He ends up getting shot, but it ain't too bad. Your boy Hamad, though, I thought he got took out, man, because he was just peeking out the door, and he just boom, boom, boom. Man, I ain't being funny enough, but boy, I ain't gonna front, but it looked like goddamn Steven Seagal was struggling with that shotgun a little bit. It looked like that shit hurt to shoot that scene. I'm just saying, he looked like he was stiff as hell. He was sitting up there like he couldn't turn his neck. I'm not being funny, man, but once again, I enjoyed this scene, but yes, man, it looked like it was just hurting to pull that goddamn trigger a couple times for that shotgun. But yes, man, especially when Tyson get hit, your boy is limited now because he already had to deal with the situation as far as Wall Trip shooting Stacy. So he pretty much goes into full all-out brawl with your boy Wall Trip, starts to punching him, hitting him in his face. And finally, he pretty much fatalities his ass. Y'all got to let me know. Did the White push Wall Trip's head against a horn or something? I think he did. And then he shot him through the neck. Shot him through the chin. I'm like, damn. He wanted to kill this nigga as far as the White and Wall Trip. He had real beef with him. But yes, that is the end of Wall Trip. He is not Lamar as far as BML. He is not coming back. We will not see no more Wall Trip. This man got 2 shots to the head. He got stabbed in the head and he got shot through the head. So yeah, he's pretty much out of here. That was interesting because I don't know if I was expecting them to take out Wall Trip that quick. I wasn't knowing if they were going to try to make him somebody kind of pivotal going into next season, but maybe we're going to get somebody a lot worse. Depends on the situation, man. Going from here, though, we get Dwight and his daughter. She actually came out there, and I'm not sure if the husband came out there. Maybe he did, but I know she came out there with the kids, man. And now, you know, Wall Trip pretty much feeling like he's safe now for the fact that he done took out Wall Trip was pretty much his biggest threat or whatever. Not only that, though, we have Stacy. She's having a conversation with her officials or whatever as far as the government agency works for, and they're pretty much giving her a second chance. But it's going to come with something. And before we can get them asking or telling her what it comes with as far as if she wants this job back, we pretty much go to the White and them doing their thing as far as partying. They pretty much celebrating the fact that they don't overcome Wall Trip, and they ain't pretty much got no more drama, or so they think. But what tripped me out, I guess, with Stacy, I don't know. It's like, nigga, you had $1 million. You didn't necessarily have to go back to work unless this is something she passionate about as far as this job, and she just don't care about the money like that. I don't know, man, but You got my boy Mitch out here. He out here performing or whatever, dancing. Got my boy Tyson bringing his date to meet Mitch. Beat Dwight and his daughter. And everybody, like I said, is pretty much in a good mood. The situation pretty much gets abruptly ended, though, when Stacy shows up. And she's pretty much there to arrest Dwight. Bribery. Pretty much the $1 million Dwight had offered her, well, pretty much was given her for the whole situation with Waltrip. She pretty much turns that over to her superior officials, letting them know that he gave that to her. So now this is pretty much her evidence to pretty much turn on Dwight. And it's pretty much being pretty much is a situation that her officials offered her, as far as if she wanted her job back or whatever, you got to pretty much turn in him. Man, you talking about a cliffhanger, you talking about a gut punch to the damn chest, and the fact that the Dwight's daughter is back there, now they rebuilding this relationship or whatever, and now he's about to go back inside after doing 25 years. I only gonna imagine where we gonna go from here. I really don't want to see my man locked up going into next season, but it's gonna be interesting if they end up starting it that way. We're gonna have to see, man. But yes, cliffhanger. The fact that he did most of this because of her, because he was going after revenge for her getting shot. As far as Stacy, as far as Dwight, he still was wanting to take him out. But damn, Stacy, why you gotta do my man like that? Outside of that, though, man, it's gonna be interesting building up for season 2. Not only is the fact with Dwight being locked up, but what about Chucky or Chunky or whatever his goddamn name is? How is he going to do as far as his response? Because maybe now he's going to have some type of retaliation behind jail if we do start this off with Dwight being back in prison or whatever. How is his response going to be? Because he's not going to let this go as far as Dwight kicking him out of Tulsa. He ain't letting it go as far as Chucky or whatever. Outside of that, how's the crew about to deal with this now with Dwight being locked up? Is Mitch going to start running things? Which I wouldn't mind him running things. It can't be Tyson. So I would look at it as probably being Mitch, Bodie, and old girl. Or Ahmad, probably Ahmad, more than likely. But we're going to have to see, man, going into season 2. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Outside of that, y'all let me know how y'all felt about this season finale, how y'all felt about my girl turning on Dwight. Let me know, man. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Outside of that, we out.